I see a country in summer and a big silver ball. You're burnt, but you're fine. Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more EarthBound. Last time, we took on Shroom, the 4th Your Sanctuary boss at the Rainy Circle, and learned that he was the least qualified person in the area to be the boss of that location. Seriously, we had a much tougher time with the, I was gonna say regular mooks, but that's a more fitting name than I thought it was. Double meanings ahoy. This time, we have ended up in the island paradise of Summers, the location that Giygas told Monotoli to prevent us from going to, and if I was a supervillain, I wouldn't want my adversaries going on a rockin' vacation. Let's do this. The guy next to me is really bugging me. He keeps following me around. Wake up in the morning, fall in love. Eat lunch, fall in love. And at night, fall in love again. That's my dream life. And he is living that dream. Or his dream is someone else's nightmare. In that flyover, you might have seen a familiar face that you immediately want some answers from. It is the mysterious woman, or zombie chick, she really only has fan-given names, from 3. Don't talk to me. My mind is a complete blank. She claims to know nothing of the thing that you want answers from. This is the only other time that this sprite is ever used for an NPC, so it is fair to assume that this is the same person who traps you in Threed. Yet, she could not have picked a better location to fit in with the locals at. Give her points for that. Are you from Eagle Land? If you like adventure, this isn't your kind of place. You should travel across the sea to Scaraba from Toto, the port town. He is alluding to the fact that Summers is on a 3rd continent. In addition to Eagle Land and Foggy Land, we now have Chomo. I learned after the fact that apparently that sounds a lot like a slur of some kind, and alright, I guess I won't be saying it that much from here on out. Which is based on the Middle East and South Asia. Namely kind of the India area, as well as Saudi Arabia, that kind of place. Doesn't matter how far to the ends of the earth you go. Pictures taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. You'll always bring back the fondest of memories. I'm going to imagine that the shade from the umbrella was in just the right spot, that it was covering out Jeff's face or something. It could happen. We've got some really spectacular things. What would you like? The Gelato Day Resort, I think is... It's a pretty funny name is what it is, actually. I'll take that. We still have a lot of items that we need to use in battle sooner or later so that I can show you what they do. What do you do? Ice cream that is all the rage among fashionable young women. When eaten, you recover about 30 HP. No, it does not restore more health when Paula has it. Have you seen that frilly pink dress? That is hardly the definition of fashionable, so it wouldn't have any sort of bonus effect on her. She can wear what she wants, but I'm a bit of a fashionista, I won't lie. Only a tanning pro like me is able to get an actual suntan on the palms of his hands. Oh god, oh no, ugh. I knew this girl in high school who worked at a tanning salon, so she got employee discount and she used their tanning beds every day, and she was tanned to an unhealthy level. Like, you can do what you want, but like her hands were like leather, and like I know that the downsides health-wise of using tanning beds too much, and the fact that her hands just look like leather, and I knew that she used tanning beds all the time, yeah, it really creeped me out a little bit. All right. Cool, we get to play more whack-a-mole. Similar to before, in the Dusty Dunes Desert, the while playing rough is going to be on the beach here because after coming out of the Skyrunner, you know, that kind of status where some things won't occur, that's in effect here too. You are a rare enemy. An enemy that I go several playthroughs without ever seeing, the Overzealous Cop. I didn't know this guy was even in the game until about 6 years after I'd played it for the first time. He's basically Captain Strong as a regular enemy. He grapples and uses submission hold. He comes out swinging. He defends. He loses his temper to use offense alpha. Exact same moveset. It is believed that this guy might have been the crooked cop that I mentioned back when we fought Captain Strong, that was the original name for this enemy, as they have the same field sprite. I don't know. There's just lots of clones of Captain Strong. I understand wanting to be like a police chief and looking up to him, though, but that's a bit much. I wonder why such serious-looking kids as you would come to this resort town. You guys are spoiling the atmosphere. I know, man. I'm wearing sneakers on the beach. I am too serious for this town. I'm sorry. You look so serious. You're in Summers, a dream paradise. Relax and have some fun. I'm sorry, man. It's in everyone's best interest that my shoes stay on, okay? Otherwise, we're gonna end up with graphical corruption because the game doesn't know how to handle that. Just trying to take a nap in the shade. All right. Well, we've gone around the beach for a while, just kind of talking to people. But before we pack it in from the beach for the day, there is one more thing that I want to see if I can make happen around here. And while I do, I'm gonna let you listen to this musical paradise. Here he is now, another rare enemy. This is the tough guy. I like the interpretation of his field sprite. That's a really, really good piece of artwork. The tough guy, we'll let him do a little bit of attacking. I wanted to fight him at least once because he only appears on the beach, and just like the Overzealous Cop, I often go long periods of time without ever seeing this guy. Came out swinging, okay. We'll see what else you can do. I think the only other thing you can do is lose your temper, actually, which is offense alpha. In fact, I'm pretty sure that's, yeah, right there. Offense went up by 4. Doesn't matter how big your muscles are, you're no match for an aluminum baseball bat. Or a metallic frying pan, or metal bullets, or just metal in general. That's what we're using to fight. Polygross to level 37, and realize the power of Fire Gamma. All right, that is even more damage than Fire Beta. Does not have any additional side effects. It's just really, really powerful. I want to go around a tiny bit more, though. Nest grows to level 45 after fighting another tough guy. Whoa, good HP. The beach is no place for playing rough, young one. Jeff grew to level 39. The tough guy left a present. Inside the present, there was a chick. Oh, whatever designer made that the item he dropped, they knew what they were doing, and they are a brilliant little game developer for doing it. Oh, I love that detail. Going back to the song as we get into the actual town of Summers, I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the Summers theme as an EarthBound fan favorite. It's not quite my #1 track. It's certainly up there, of course, but I know people that are extreme diehards for this theme. But between just the waves and the seagulls being worked into the music itself and how well it conveys the feeling of being on vacation and summer heat, but not too much to the point where it's painful, where it just feels good. Heck, I know people that are such diehards for the Summers music that they listen to it when they're actually on vacation. Like, it's that good and has that much of a following. It's also one of the EarthBound songs that I can say that I hear covered and remixed the most. It's really cool what people have done with it. We make it to this hotel that looks like it's eating us. Thank you again, Mr. Ness. Something you might not have wanted us hearing, or something that someone else might not have wanted us hearing, or someone that a couple of somebodies might not have wanted us hearing. Interesting. Welcome to l'Hôtel des Summers. My name is Richosha Richmond, and I am the assistant manager. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm afraid we do not have any reservation under your name. However, we can offer you a room for 450 big ones a night. Would you be interested in a room? Excellent choice, sir. We hope you enjoy our wonderful ocean view. The man outside was saying the prices around here will make your face turn blue. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Now we know how Giygas recruits everyone. He charges them too much money. Fixed the broken tube and got the Hungry HP Sucker, a more powerful version of the HP Sucker from before, and I believe it's able to target all enemies. No problem here, man. Just another beautiful picture-perfect day in Summers. Oh, sir, you're already on your way to the beach? Here's today's headlines from the Daily Summers. People reported missing one after another in our sister city, Winters. Sorry, buddy, how could that possibly be a sister city if it's on a separate continent? I read the Extended Universe lore, and the people who wrote the main installment are wrong because the Extended Universe always knows what it's talking about. Don't get too excited about this town. It's a tourist trap. Everyone seems to be nice, but they're just doing it for the money. I know from experience. Well, aren't you just a Mr. Little Grumpy Pants? How pessimistic. I can't believe you pronounce hotel as hotel. Oh, this guy. In this country, hotel is pronounced hotel. What? So then in your country, is otter pronounced as hotter? How should I know these things? I don't know why. I just like him. Speaking of things I don't know why, well, I do know why I like them. I just went into a huge diatribe about why I like them. The music in Summers. It may not be my personal favorite EarthBound track. It's very high up there, though, and it actually has very big significance to me. It was the first video game cover track I ever heard. Back in 2003, 2004 or so, I heard the rendition that the One-Ups did for it, which is a band that is still around today, and they play at places like PAX and whatnot. I hope that's not going to be dated in a few years. I really hope it's not, because I'd love to see them play again and again. I didn't know that there were people passionate about video game music just like I was. I thought that I was kind of the only one, and it wasn't a common thing, because kids in school made fun of me for saying I like listening to video game tracks. Instead of listing bands as my favorite, I was listing video game composers. It was a really big turning point in my life, and I dreamed of seeing them in concert, which, like I said, I did, and yeah, I'm very happy to see them still making music now, and it was the beginning of something big for me. Hey, stop putting your grimy fingerprints all over my car, you little punk. I don't need you when I have video game music, okay? Doesn't matter how horrible you are. You know, what is it with the towns that have the best music having the biggest asses living in them? I don't know if they get cocky because they live in such great music all the time that they get loftily high standards and get a stick up their butt. I don't know, but it's a recurring pattern. It happens in a lot of RPGs. There's a big monster living in the sea between here and Scaraba. I've seen a picture of it. In the Annette Star. How annoying! Why are you wandering around? Summers is a posh resort made for adults. You adults claim to earn the exclusivity to all these things, but you don't actually really, do anything to warrant it. I'm just saying. I'm gonna take out $50,000 because what we heard was no joke. Hi, welcome to my store. What do you need? So you're gonna buy something, eh? This equipment is overpriced. Understatement of the year. If you want to outfit everyone, you're gonna need about $50,000. It's outrageous how expensive this is. However, there are two sides to this. You are paying for good stuff. What you are meant to have right now is the equipment in Winters that I'd already purchased by using Teleport. This is equipment that you are not meant to have for 2 more sanctuary locations. After that point, these same items will be much more affordable, roughly half the price of what they're charging right here. If you can afford it, you can have Mondo stats right here and now, way earlier than you're supposed to. And you can also kind of go somewhere in the middle because the gold bracelet and platinum band are for sale as well. This is, I think, a brilliant way to do a touristy town where you're going to have everything be really overpriced, but make it so that you can get items you're not supposed to have right now a lot earlier. You don't need to do this. You can definitely get by with the equipment that you found in Winters, but if you can do it, it's good stuff. In fact, the lucky coin you can buy right here is better than any of the one-off coins that we have found in just a present box around the world. I think that's going to be what we upgrade first. Put that on Paula. Got 10 more defense points right away. Hey, it was nice doing business with you. Will there be anything else? I bet you thought it was not doing business with me, yeah? The diamond band is stronger than the platinum band, of course. I'm gonna just kind of weigh my options a little bit here. I have a lot of money, more than I thought I was going to have, so I might be here for a little bit. Lucky coin can go on Jeff, and you can also see now that if there is any character that I think should get priority in this if you have limited money, it's Paula, and that's why I didn't buy Paula's equipment back when we were in Winters. Everything kind of makes a little bit more sense now. Swore I had a good reason. Oh, and you can buy super plush bears normally. They're regular teddy bears, but they have more HP. I don't know exactly the amount, so I'll show you on screen. Without a doubt, Paula has earned a diamond band. Ooh, another 20 points. Because we got so much money to spread around, Jeff can have one too. Ah, crud. I didn't mean to sell off my platinum band that I had on Jeff. Ugh. That kind of stinks. I guess I'm gonna be paying for it here. I wasn't too concerned with Ness's defense, but I wanted it, well, if I'm not concerned with his defense, maybe it's not that bad. It just kind of sucks that I had a few more defense points. You gotta be careful when matching through these menus when you're selling items. Ness got a big league bat. Even though I can technically afford to, I chose to not outfit Ness all the way. He has a gold bracelet right now. He could have a platinum or a diamond. He also could have the lucky coin and have even more defense. Ness is such a hardcore tank that I don't think he needs it. I'd like to show what happens if you talk to him without actually buying anything. This place isn't for looky-loos. If you're not buying, get out. I think he's the harshest out of everyone that we have seen, or harshest out of everyone in general in this town. Out of everyone who's openly rude to you because they live in this posh resort, I think he's the worst. The restaurant. So, where's your mom and dad? You mean your kids came here all by yourselves? Well, I can make your order to go. What can I get you? We have a lot of items here. A lot of them very remote and things that you won't find anywhere else. Ness is gonna order a pasta di Summers. And I want to talk to you about the Krakens Soup. This is a remarkable HP recovery item. It's very expensive. I think you're gonna like it anyway. Be careful not to drop or spill it. Nobody has any confidence in us whatsoever. The Krakens Soup. Soup made from the fin of a sea monster known as Kraken. The beast lives in the ocean off the shore of Summers. Very expensive, but a sizable power boost is guaranteed. It doesn't say exactly what this item does, so I will tell you that the mystical meat of Bologna is apparently made from Kraken. That's right. That it is a guaranteed 999 HP recovery. No matter what, it will fully heal you. Amazing. For the money, I think maybe you want to grab one of them. The Pasta di Summers, I mainly wanted to get to show you its description. This pasta dish was a legend. This is a pasta dish which legend holds was a favorite of King Summers III in the 16th century. Back then, there were many great chefs confident of their culinary skills, always going to and from Summers Palace. One day, King Summers and King Summers' wife, Anna Summers, said, "Oh, what I wouldn't give for some really delicious pasta." Well, let's just leave it at that. The story is too long to go through completely. But it really is a beautiful, touching tale. When eaten, you recover about 110 HP. It's such a spectacular item description. More games need very lengthy novel-like descriptions. I would totally do that if I were to ever design an RPG. I have fake teeth, so I like soft foods. I like rocks or stones. They're too hard. Beef? Please, we do not have such trash on our menu. I'm getting more and more glad by the week that I made that the favorite food. It's good. I'll have braised boa over minced baby leeks. Oh, you're not the waiter. What made you think I was? Do I look like a minimum wage employee to you? Pweet. Oh, sorry. You know, I can't quite describe it. Drinking glass after glass of iced coffee as well. Burp. Ooh, excuse me. We are setting a record for the most photo spots. I mean, it is a tourist. He lands on the table in front of the lady. Please let her forehead be in just the right spot that in the perspective it blocks out Jeff's face. Wow, what a great photograph. Will always bring back the fondest of memories. And yeah, it will. All right, what do you say? I like the atmosphere in this restaurant. They have good food too. Hey, talking to people at another table at a restaurant is like breaking into their room and checking their drawers for valuables. Yeah, other people on important adventures do such things, but you have to admit that it's bizarre. He understands the hero's code in RPGs. That is a lot of the services around town. I guess if there's anything else that I'd like to do, I want to go back to the hotel. I realize we neglected to call our mother upon getting to a new location. Hello, is that you, Ness? I can hardly hear you. Sounds like you're calling from the moon or something. Been there, done that. If you're doing okay, that's great. Listen, I have to get going. I'm trying to give Sarah a flea bath. Bye. Well timed to show you that I have called the Escargot Express, and I wanted to posit a few things. pencil eraser is not going to be necessary for quite a while, possibly forever even. Turns out, I don't recommend you ditch anything else. What? He was supposed to run off screen. He walked on screen. Well, I guess now I know why they have free delivery to alternate dimensions. Call them again to get delivery of the town map and the big bottle rocket. Can you tell which one I'm gonna hang on to? The answer is neither. I already got the next boss's face drawn all over that big bottle rocket. It's ready for him. The town map is also going away because its only purpose is to show you that I like this place. Why? Because I like my summers long. With all that shopping done, it was also high time that we deposited most of our money. I only hang on to about $2,000. I would hate to lose a battle when I have 20,000 on me, as I would lose half of that. You're gonna take the town map back from us, and then you're gonna skip along on your way. Didn't get a dimensionally challenged delivery man that time, however. Anyway, I think that's all for now. We got to explore a lot of this big new city, did some shopping, got familiar with the area, and we've learned that the race is on. Pokey is going through the same travels that we are. Next time on EarthBound, we go around more of Summers, see if we can find out what the deal is with this port town of Toto, and go from there. See you guys then.